Fun with Failure.
Welcome to Fun with Failure. This is Dallas, and today we're going to explore the wondrous world of Walmart and the bizarre spectacles that go on there. I've collected 5 of such encounters today, so without further ado, here we go. Number 1. I worked as a third shift stock boy for Walmart throughout college. One of the most interesting jobs I've ever had. One of my favorite stories was one night about 3 a.m. A bunch of kids wearing bandanas and riding adult-sized big wheels was going as fast as they could. They made it clear across the store through the soda aisle and stole about 5 2-liters and a bunch of chips and snacks. The entire staff watched this happen too. Seemed par for the course. Number 2. I'm an ex-employee of the produce department. Someone returned a mango to the store saying, "It's too ripe." It was returned cut up in 3 different slices, and it was stitched back up with scotch tape. I asked him why he didn't just go ahead and eat it, and he said, "Does it look like I touched it?" Number 3. A few years back, I worked at Walmart as an assistant manager. I was working a 12 p.m. to a 10 p.m. shift because the overnight manager called off sick. So I stayed until 4 a.m. so someone working in the mornings could come in early and we can have it covered. Anyway, it was February in northern Illinois. The temperature outside at 2 a.m. was about 6 degrees. At about 2:30, I get a call over the walkie-talkie to come up to the pharmacy, and I get the, "You've got to see this." I went up to the pharmacy to see 2 younger guys. One was dressed in a lifeguard's outfit, complete with a thick coating of sunscreen on his nose. The other was dressed in a complete walrus costume. I half followed these guys through the store to make sure they weren't going to do anything stupid, like pull the fire alarms, etc. And I also wanted to catch up with what everybody was doing stocking. I lost contact with them because they weren't bothering anybody, and just went about my business. About a half an hour later, I made my way to the front cash registers and asked the cashier if she had seen the lifeguard and the walrus. She said that she not only saw them, but they made a purchase. The lifeguard found some sunscreen in the clearance aisle, and the walrus got a pack of salmon from the seafood department. They paid with cash and they went on their way. Number 4. One time, I was coming back off break when I passed 2 older men. They looked a little odd, but I only caught the glance of one of them at first, which caused me to stop and turn around. 2 men that looked like they were in their mid-50s, with tan skin wearing Bavarian barmaid dresses, complete with shoes and pigtails. They were walking through the store shopping. I made eye contact for a moment, and I got the most serious look from one of them. They were acting like it wasn't unusual at all. To this day, I'm not sure what was going on. I mean, there was no event in the area where people were dressing up. Number 5. I worked at Walmart for about a year, but was not technically a Walmart employee. I was part of a company that handles the books and music. Anyway, I always usually try to keep to myself and never really talk to anyone. Every now and then, there'd be a stray employee that would browse through the books, killing time, I suppose, while I was stalking. This one guy would come by maybe once a week, chat for about 10 minutes, and leave. He was a little weird, but he never really creeped me out or anything. Mostly we just talked about the books and what we liked and what was coming out soon. One day, I really wish I could remember how the conversation started. He tells me that his ancestors are Cherokee Indians. At this point I'm thinking, yeah, sure, buddy. Where I am from, everyone claims to have Cherokee background. Is this a common thing? Blonde hair, blue eyes, and freckles? Yep, gotta be Cherokee, for sure. That's not the point of my story though. This man proceeds to explain to me that the other side of his family are wood elves, and that the wood elves have a close relationship with the Cherokee Indians. He proved this point by showing me how pointy his ears were. I could not think of a single thing to say to this guy, so I just nodded my head and smiled in some sort of agreement. Walmart can be such a weird place. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that presentation. If you did, please ring up that like button for me. I have to say, my favorite was the first one. It was pretty bizarre. I think they really earned the snacks myself. So what was your favorite? I hope to hear from you down in the comments below. Well, until next time, it's okay to notice, just don't make eye contact.